Hi everyone, I'm Sandy and welcome back to my channel. I'm again nervous today because I am doing another original tag. My goodness, I had such an amazing response to my 1001 books tag. I really just wanted to do another one. I had almost 100 people do that tag, which was amazing. I will link the playlist up here for you if you want to go and check out all of the videos. And if you have done that tag and I don't have you in that playlist, please let me know so I can add you. I tried to find everyone, but I know some people I just found really recently. So yeah, let's see how this original tag goes. It's been an idea floating around in my head for a little bit. So if you watch my channel or you're familiar with me in real life if you're familiar with me, you may know that I have a very deep love of the outdoors. I hike, kayak, bike, snowshoe, ski. I'm a certified scuba diver. Pretty much anything outside you can get me to go do. I will go whitewater rafting so there's a lot that I'll go do outside. So I thought, why not do a tag in honor of my April book club pick, which is actually Walden by Henry David Thoreau. This book I associate with the outdoors and with spring, so it seemed like a perfect time to do the Let's Get Outside with Books tag. And hopefully you're considering joining my book club in April because this is the April pick. All right, I have a ton of books here. I have 10 prompts for you, and we're just gonna dive right into them. You do not have to have a love of the outdoors to actually do this tag, by the way. It is part bookish, non-bookish questions, but yeah, none of them actually have anything really to do with going outside. It's a mixture of bookish and non-bookish questions, and all the prompts are some of my favorite books about the outdoors. And so let's just jump into the first one, which is Into Thin Air by Jon Krakauer. I actually don't own a physical copy of this. I only own it as an ebook. So this is the story of the 1996 disaster while climbing Mount Everest. And Krakauer was actually there as part of the expedition team of which several people ended up dying. It is one of my favorite books, and so one of the prompts is, what is one of your favorite books set in the outdoors or about the outdoors? And so I do have another book for this prompt, and this one is a fictional story. So Into Thin Air was a nonfiction, and this is the fictional one. So it is The Ascent of Rum Doodle by W.E. Bowman. This book is hilarious. It has an expedition going up this fictional mountain called Rum Doodle, and it is just a comedy of errors. There's a lot to laugh at in this book. They have a navigator who keeps getting lost, and then champagne cures everything, which, I could deal with that. But The Ascent of Rum Doodle, and that is prompt number 1. Okay, prompt number 2 is Winterdance. So Winterdance is the story of Gary Paulsen as he goes, and it's the story of Gary Paulsen running his first Iditarod. He is not particularly good at it, doesn't really know what he's doing. So the prompt is, do you have a hobby or a skill that you keep attempting even though you might not be that good at it? And so for me, it's skiing. By far, skiing. I keep going, I keep trying. I cannot get the hang of skiing, even though I try. And this hobby does not have to be outdoors related. So if you have one, yeah. Okay, the next prompt is Wild, which is the story of Cheryl Strayed as she hikes out on the PCT after the loss of her mother. So the prompt is really, what book do you have where the central theme in the book is dealing with grief? And so my book that I have selected for this is actually Transcendent Kingdom by Yaa Gyasi. I just read this year, and the main character, Gifty, is going through or trying to deal with the loss of her brother, and it is wonderfully written. I had to remind myself that it wasn't a memoir. It is such a wonderful book. It's one of my top reads so far of 2022. Okay, next prompt is, I have all these books. The next prompt is Into the Wild by John Krakauer. Again, I guess I like Krakauer quite a bit. This book is following Chris McCandless, who is going out into the wild by himself in a remote Alaska, and unfortunately gets stuck and ends up passing away. It is very sad, and I think Krakauer did a wonderful job in this book. But the prompt is, does the idea of living off the grid or away from society appeal to you? And for me, I would say only in short spurts. So 10 days, I can go camping and never see another person other than the friends I'm camping with and be completely fine. But about the 10-day mark, I really want to have a hot shower and watch TV. And so for me, it's not something that really necessarily appeals to me that much, but I'm curious if it does for you. Okay. The next prompt is A Walk in the Woods. A Walk in the Woods is the story of Bill Bryson going out to hike the Appalachian Trail. And he, at the beginning of the book, puts out a call to his friends, asking them if any of them would like to join him. And only one person responds, which is Katz. So Bill Bryson and Katz head out on the Appalachian Trail, and it is really entertaining, their interactions between those two. So the prompt is, what is a book featuring a really interesting friendship or unique friendship? And so for me, for this one, I picked a book I just read for middle grade March, which is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Wonder has a wonderful character whose name is Augie, short for August, in it, and he goes to school for the first time in 5th grade, and the friendships that he makes in this book are just truly wonderful friendships. It's a book full of friendships and kindness is what I would say, and misunderstandings, and your heart just goes out to Augie because middle school is not easy. And especially he has a facial deformity that makes him just look different than everyone else. And so the friendships that he developed are really just interesting and unique. And so I really, really love this book. I'll talk about this more in my wrap up, but Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Okay, the next prompt is Adrift. So Adrift is 76 Days Lost at Sea by Stephen Callahan. This is one of the few books I haven't read yet. It's just at the top of my list of books to read. And the prompt is really, do you like the water? Since this is set on the water, hopefully you're not lost 67 days at sea, but it is set on the water. And do you like the water? And for me, I love the water. I kayak, I will swim, I am a certified scuba diver. I have a paddle board. I will go out on the water all the time if you let me. So I am frequently at the beginning of summer very sunburned because I always forget sunscreen. And so but I love being out on the water, being out on a boat, small boat, big boat. I've been whitewater rafting. Yeah, put me out on the water and I'm a happy camper. All right, the next one is Hatchet by Gary Paulsen. So Hatchet is the story of Brian, who's in a plane crash in the middle of nowhere and has to survive using only this hatchet. This is a fictional story of Gary Paulsen's, and the prompt is, what is your favorite survival story? And for that one, I'm going to pick Unbroken. So Unbroken is a World War II survival story of Louis Zamperini, I believe is what his name is. Some of that, I didn't look it up, of course, before I started this. And he ends up in a plane crash and is in internment camps. And it's harrowing, a very harrowing story of survival, but very uplifting as well. And so, it's one of my 5-star reads from last year. Absolutely amazing survival story. All right, and the last prompt is A Perfect Storm by Sebastian Junger. So this is the story of fishermen who go out in very bad weather and end up being lost at sea. And so the prompt is actually, do you like stormy weather? I personally love stormy weather. Hopefully I'm not out on a boat in it though. And I love it when it rains and when it's thunder and lightning. I just like sitting and watching it rain outside. It's it's good. I live in Seattle area, so it's good that I like stormy weather because it's often gray here. But it's a very simple prompt. Do you like stormy weather? And with that, that is the end of the tag. So lots of outside books or books about the outdoors or set in the outdoors. I hope you like this tag and consider doing it. I am going to tag a few friends. When I say a few, I mean, 10. So, because why not? And first one I'm tagging is Shelly Swearingen, and this is because she and I read Unbroken together last year, which was wonderful. The second person is Tiffany at Beautiful Minutia, and that is because we just read A Walk in the Woods together by Bill Bryson, and so yeah, great buddy read. The third one is Brandon's Bookshelf, and Brandon also has a love of the outdoors if you watch his channel, and I am so curious what answers he would come up with here in this particular prompt. After that, I have two new to me channels. One is Charmaine's Staycation. At the point of filming this, she has 300 and something subscribers. She has such a bubbly personality, and I just like her energy. She's so happy when she passes any milestone, which is really fun to watch. I'll leave all of these channels obviously linked in the description below for you, so you can go check out all of them, but she's really fun. And the next one is Carrie Sweetapple, another new one. I think I may have found her either through the BookTube newbie tag or through the 1001 Books tag. I'm not sure, but she's another great new channel that you should go check out. After that, we have my Up to No Good book club, which has Shelly Swearingen in it, but also has AJ Dunn Reads and Writes, and Jolene at Bookworm Adventure Girl. I think her name, Adventure Girl, means she should do the Get Outside with Books tag, but yeah, those are from my Up to No Good book club. And then I have two people who have tagged me in their original tags, as well as Jolene and AJ have tagged me in theirs. But Jim at Jim's Books, Reading, and Stuff tagged me in one of their original tags recently. And then Kristen over at Enter the Book also recently tagged me in her original tag last week, which is the book acquisition tag. And so, yeah, I think it'd be great if everyone went out and checked out all these channels. I forgot one. Oh, I forgot one. And the last one, oh my goodness, I can't believe I almost forgot this person. The last one is actually Gina Stanier, who is a real life friend as well as a BookTube friend. And we are trying to convince her to go camping with us this year. So Gina, you are tagged in this, even though I know you're not that outdoorsy. So, but with that, hope you like it. Hope you like this original tag and consider doing it. If I didn't tag you, please go ahead and absolutely let me know on Instagram or in email or on my Discord channel, which is also linked in the description. Happy to go out and watch. I love finding new people through original tags. But with that, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks. Bye.